Welcome back to ETBU Extra here at GoETBTigers.com. Now to talk Lady Tiger softball with the head coach of the Lady Tigers, head coach Janae Shirley. And Coach, the season did not start out the way you wanted. It took a while before we got that first win, but over the weekend against the series against Belhaven, a chance to see them for the first time in our conference. You finally get those wins, and it's got to be glad that as the head coach to say, hey, we finally got some victories.
Yeah, for sure. Something that has to change every year is you got to figure out how that team needs to win. And, we have a different group this year, and so we're trying to figure out how we need to play and how we need to win. And the girls are starting to figure that out. We figured that out, the changes from last week to, from Pacific Lutheran to Belhaven, and even Friday with Belhaven to Saturday. They're understanding what makes us tick, and, that's helpful.
In the first game against Belhaven, it was close, but then they took a lead and left the ball game in game one. You come back to play game two on Saturday, and it was a beautiful day to be at the park. I got to come out and watch the play. Kind of talk about those two games on Saturday and who impressed you, because there's some new names out there on the field for the Lady Tigers this year.
Yeah, we do have a lot of the same kids back this year. We have a really large junior class that, those kids, a lot of them went to the World Series with us 2 years ago, so they know what it takes to win. And, having all those kids on the field is very helpful with the new people. Behind the plate, we're obviously, we have 3 different kids that have been catching for us, and all of those girls are really doing a great job, and all of them have been seeing playing time. Lindsay Lewis, who is a freshman for us, she's been playing second base for us, and she's really been doing a great job. She's been, a highlight to our season so far. But we're excited. We have a lot of new faces. Pitching looks the same, but it looks different. We have some people, holding different roles. Jamie Perez has been pitching for us some, which she hasn't in the past 2 years. And, she picked up her first win this past weekend. So we're just excited about the changes and trying to figure it out.
And, of course, in that game 2 against Belhaven, Rocky Tello got the win for you, going to 5 innings in a 5-inning game.
Yeah. Rocky is a kid that we had in our program last year, and, pitching behind Shelby Parker. She didn't see a lot of playing time, but she's done a great job of continually getting better, and she did. She had a great game. I think she gave up 1 run, and, she gave us a chance to win, and that's all we ask when they go out there is just give us a chance.
Well, I knew sooner or later either Perez or Lacey Lindsay would hit a home run, and they finally do it in the series, and it's good to see their bats come alive.
Yeah, for sure. This year we have a great offensive team, and, switching over from playing against our own people to playing outside competition, it takes time. It takes time to get into the groove of things, and both those girls are just such great athletes and great hitters. They always come up big when you need them to, and they've had great careers to this point, and they're halfway through it. So, both of them are having a great year so far.
And because of the performance that Lacey Lindsay had at the plate in the Belhaven series, she was named the American Southwest Conference Hitter of the Week this week. Hit just a little bit over 600 and had that grand slam home run. That's good to see.
Yeah, Lacey is just a phenomenal hitter. There's so many times I can think back in her career where we've needed somebody to come up big, and she's been the person that has done it. Both her and Jamie did it. Super Regionals, the Central World Series, and last year there's multiple times where she came in and did that. And they actually, our team put Belhaven in a bad position because they had to choose between Jamie and Lacey who they wanted to pitch to, and they walked Jamie to get to Lacey. And, Lacey made him pay for that. And so, being able to have both those girls right next to each other in the lineup is helpful because you have to throw to one of them.
That's right. You got to pick the poison you want to go with,
yeah, exactly.
And so to speak. Well, Coach, let's talk about what's ahead for your Lady Tigers. Coming up, your next series is against Laterno over in Longview. Always a tough series to play against Laterno. What's ahead for the Lady Tigers as you face the Yellow Jackets over in Longview?
Yeah, well, Laterno always brings their best game against us, and we expect that. Our game plan doesn't change from week to week who we play. We've just got to focus on what we do and doing it well. And I know it's going to be just a different series for us. We're going to have to go over there and fight, and that's what we're planning on doing is just competing and fighting every game we play this year.
Of course, Belhaven, your opponent last weekend, first time we saw them, but I was pretty impressed with the program they've got at Belhaven in softball.
Yeah, for sure. They I think last year were a top 25 NAIA team, and they've had a great program for the past several years. And so we knew that we would have some good competition, but I think that was good for us to play people like that. It's nice playing somebody different. We see the same teams over and over so many times that, that was a good change for us. But it'll be interesting, adding them to the mix of the conference for sure.
Well, Coach, any final words before we let you go here today on ETB Extra?
Nope.
All right, well, go Tigers this weekend as you play Laterno over in Longview. Coming up next, we'll talk to head coach Edsel Hamilton of the ETB Lady Tigers, and congratulations to them as they have qualified for the postseason in the American Southwest Conference Tournament coming up next weekend. Coming up more, stay tuned, coming up is more on ETB Extra.